Okay, well that was one of the weirdest things I've ever had happen. But it looks like we are finally live. Hey everybody, hey Top Notch. So, something really weird just happened when I tried to start the stream the first time. YouTube was giving me a message of live streaming not available right now. I've never seen that happen before. And it would either let me try again or finish, and I had to click the finish button, and then it let me go right back to my stream and start it up again. I've never seen that happen before, so if anyone's ever heard of that error before, please let me know, because I have never heard of that happening. That was weird. That was a weird one. That was a new one. But anyway, just thought I'd show you guys real quick. Resistance Retribution. Only missing the final story trophy, but I'm not sure I want to do it just yet, because there are reports of it not unlocking for many people, so that's just wonderful. One of their updates broke the game. So isn't that just fantastic? Not looking forward to that. I mean, maybe I try it and just keep my backed up save from before. It's usually the link cable connection. Huh, okay, interesting. Hey Elias, hey Robbie. Currently 27 trophies away from Platinum 167 in God Eater 3, nice. How was Resistance? I was not a fan. But anyway, tonight, more importantly, and why people are here, we're going to be obtaining the Platinum Trophy in Dead Rising 2. All we have left are the Z-Genocider trophies. I have about 53,000 kills, so we need about 19,000 more. I might have figured out how to stop the game from crashing. As often, at least. Because when I grinded out a bunch of kills yesterday, I think I was able to fix the issue. So, we're going to see if this fix continues to work. Yeah, that was weird. I've never had that error happen before. So, yeah, that was a new one. But hey, we're online now. Let's roll. Hey, T-Jade. It's going well. If everything goes right, we should be getting our Platinum Trophy tonight. All we got left to do is grind out about 19,000 more zombie kills. Alright, case 5-1 starts up in a couple of in-game hours, so we got enough time for a couple of circles. So, for those who didn't see the previous stream, I am using the 93-hour method, the much safer option, where you complete all of the case files along the way, as well as start working through the facts and even overtime. You can even access overtime if you want, which I will still do just in case, but I don't think I'll need to do it. Because I should have more than enough time. I realize now that I probably could have done this in the 72 hours. I think I could have, because I got... As you saw there, we have 17 hours left until the military arrives, and I only need 19,000 more kills. So, had I taken those probably 6 or 7 hours, like the 6 or 7 hours probably that it took me in-game to do all of the story missions up to this point, all the case files, I probably could have... Oh, there it is. There's our first trophy. Z-Genocider 2. Genocide harder. That's probably not words I should say on YouTube. That's really probably not things I should say on YouTube. Well, let's hope this one doesn't get demonetized. Anyway, want to do this game, but don't know if you want to. I mean, I enjoy this game. I had a lot of fun with this playthrough overall, with the exception of the game consistently crashing, which is really only an issue on the PS4 version. The original PS3 version is fine. Never ran into any issues on it. Oh, and the multiplayer. Let's not forget, like... Well, again, the actual multiplayer I had no problems with. I got it done in a single night with no issues. The co-op was kind of another story. Aside from the game constantly crashing, I just constantly went wrong, just trying to get a partner. But I've gone into that story quite a few times now. Yep, we're just going to be driving in circles for the remainder of the main game time. And then we will go into post-military. Or post-military arrival, at which point it's both good and bad, because the density of the zombies increases a lot starting in Case 6, which is very, very helpful. The problem is, well, there's also a new type of zombie that will show up. 75% of the way through now? Yep. We're getting closer. I said I should be able to get through it tonight. Hey, Invisible! Stopped watching friends' streams to allow us to have some peace. No, I like having you here. Been a friend for a long time. I'm starting watching through the Destroy All Humans playthrough. I'm about a third of the way through part 2 of it. So still got a ways to go. I've actually been pretty busy this week. A lot of work stuff. Been quite busy. So the last stream was like last Thursday, and I don't even think I mentioned there that another one of my coworkers is leaving for a better position somewhere else. So now we're basically on skeleton crew mode, which already means we're at double the workload from what we had like 6 months ago when we had a full team. And we're also increasing the amount of work we're doing. So basically it's going to be about 3 times the work for the presumably same pay, and mostly lack of any sort of benefits or anything else positive. So yeah, just waiting to see what they screw up on next is the big question. That's the big old question. What's going to happen next? What's going to be the next big screw up from my company? We really, I so totally, like, the next time we have any sort of company-wide meeting, oh, I have an idea. Whenever I decide to officially leave the place I work for, I totally just need to have, like, in the meeting that'll come from that, like, the next all-hands type of meeting, I just 100% need to play the Markiplier company song from Lethal Company. I just 100% need to play that. That would be hilarious. It's like, we love the company, we love the company, even if we die, we love the company, the company, the company. Oh god, I need to do that on whatever my last day of work is, whenever that happens. That would be hilarious. Oh, that'd be great. That'd actually be great. Busy, been working on trying to balance between gaming and preparing for college finals. Ooh, yeah. College finals, not the best of times. Right, so what are we at now? Almost closing in on 55,000. We'll have 55,000 by the time we finish this circle. So that's good. Yeah, this past weekend was fun. Went home. I had to do some stuff for the upcoming wedding. It was mostly getting fitted for a tux, which it was kind of unfortunate because the location that he decided to go with for it is only based out of North Carolina, and there's only a few locations there. So, had to drive all the way home basically for that, but it was okay. Got to be at home, got to see my dogs, which is always fun. So, that was good. Played some stuff on the Switch. I've been playing a lot of Mario Golf on there. I'm just trying to get stuff unlocked in both Golf and Smash for when we all head out to Vegas, in case we need a little bit of time one night just to play some games. Yeah, I am super excited for that trip. Just a few weeks away. Can't wait. That's going to be a lot of fun. Because I haven't been to Vegas in about 6 years. I think 2017, around just before Christmas was when we went. So that was a lot of fun then. It was the first time I'd ever gone. That was basically my 21st birthday present, was getting to go there. And who knows what 4 guys, 3 of whom are single, can get into in Las Vegas. All sorts of stuff. That'll be, it's gonna be fun. Alright, so that guy's gonna keep sitting over there. He's an unmarked quest, I believe. Or he might, yeah, I think he's unmarked. But yeah, keep driving in a few circles here. So the way I've found to potentially help stop the game from crashing is we do a full 2 cycles here, a full 2 circles. Then we go save in the center park area. And once we save, then we load the game, do a second cycle, and after the second cycle, completely close the game. And that seems to work fairly well. Yeah, it seems to work fairly well. Last time you watched DM 3003 and Scoot's livestream Persona 3 Reload almost got banned. That sucks. I mean, sometimes people are just that way. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with sarcastic take on games world. Some games work for that. Destroy All Humans is good for that. I know you had fun with Postal. Level 96 in GTA Online and should wrap up the base game in the next few days. Very nice. Big ups there. That's a long one. Who knows, you might win $10 million. I don't see myself ever winning $10 million, most likely. Because the lottery's a scam. I mean, I say that, but I still play it when it gets to like 500 million. Alright, let's save. 2 in-game hours of progress completed. So now we want to quit to reload the zombies. So reloading the zombies is highly important for killing more zombies. Alright, let's load. So after this cycle, we will need to go do the next case file. That's a good coffee. That's the hint of chocolate flavor in the coffee. That's my favorite one. Postal's a venting off game for some reason. You start rhyming whenever you enjoy something. Nice. Started Borderlands 3 for the PS5, did the PS4 version when it came out. Yeah, the good thing is that with the PS5 version, you can auto-pop the location trophies, which were kind of a problem in the PS5 version. Hey, Cassie. Also need to finish Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel for the PS3. Well, Borderlands 2 is a blast. I love Borderlands 2. Pre-sequel is just okay. I know Ghost was not a fan of that game when he played it. We didn't actually play that one together, though. I think he finished it before we had even met each other. Alright. 55566. Let's go. Went back and did the whole game. Now you got the platinum for Adventure Time. If so, glad you finally got through it. That bit of a slog fest. I believe in magic. Not really. You ought to pop the level trophies and locations. Nice, nice. So yeah, those are some of the big ones. I mean, I know you still have to redo all of the quests and stuff, but at least you don't have to worry about those stupid locations, because I still remember when we were writing the guide for Borderlands 3, there were a few locations that were just brutally hard to find and just would not unlock unless you stood in the exact right place. Of course, that might have been fixed by now. That was in the early days, but I suspect it was not fixed. The PS3 version of it, nice. I'm gonna assume that you probably don't want to do the PS4 version after that experience. And I did both, but that was back when I spent a lot more time trophy hunting. Borderlands 2 is your favorite? Yeah, it's my favorite too. Now, I really like Borderlands 1's base game. Like all the base game stuff. I love the base game for Borderlands 1. But Borderlands 1's DLC... I mean, the General Knox DLC is pretty good. The Claptrap DLC is okay. The Mad Moxie DLC is horrible. I'll read comments once I circle around here. Ooh, that timer's actually getting a little further down than I thought. Might have to run back to the safe house a little early here. I still love how when we were playing this game last time and Leon was here, the Psycho, how him crashing into the SUV did more damage to the SUV than it did to him when he was on a motorcycle. But yeah, Borderlands 2 was a lot of fun. I would love to see us get a PS5 version of it. Borderlands 1, I wouldn't mind a PS5 version of outside of the Mad Moxie DLC. I could suffer through the Claptrap grinding again, but the Mad Moxie, no, I ain't doing that shit again. Especially when we know it's got a high chance of crashing, like, midway through, like it did. Call yourself whenever you used to write novels and write an action-heavy scene, just start rhyming in your own writing for some reason. Interesting style, though. Must have been boring to play the whole game again just for one collectible. Yeah, that's... I know that's directed to Cassie, but I feel like that's happened to me before. Actually, yeah, that has happened to me before. With Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. For some reason, one of the collectibles didn't save when I got it, so I ended up having to replay about 2/3 of the game to get it again. I might play it later on. Yeah, take yourself a good break from that kind of game. Dropping an assonance usage. Come naturally, that's good. So yeah, it was just one of the snails. Fan of the original Tales of the Borderlands game. The new one is not good. Oh yeah, I have not heard good things about the new one. But the old one, the original was one of my favorite Telltale games. I think it's one of the best ones. Okay, so we are getting quite close to where that timer is going to go off. So I'm going to do a couple of circles around the central area here, then we're going to go do the next story mission. Or at least start Case 5, pretty much. I want to save first, though, because I don't trust this game to not crash when I go through a loading screen. Because that seems to be part of what triggers it. Or one of the more common things to trigger it is the loading screens. So we don't want that. Alright, 56,700, not too bad. So we need about less than 16,000 more. About 15,300 more. Alright, so that starts at 7 p.m. So perfect timing. Save the game. Kill him with the sword. And let's go. Destroy All Humans is the 90th project. 10 more before you leave. I think I've already got you followed, though. Now I'm playing High on Life, trying to get a commercial. Ah, okay, I don't know what that involves. Only played the pre-sequel and got the platinum. You'll definitely play Borderlands 1 and 2 one day. Yeah, definitely play the better ones. Did I watch any new trailers or new games recently? Agree on Borderlands 1 to the base game and all the DLC except for Moxie. Yeah, that one's terrible. Want to do them on PS3, but the frame rate is horrible. Oh, yeah. That's what happens on one of the Tomb Raider games on PS3. Gotcha. But did I watch any new trailers or new games recently? Nothing in the last, couple of weeks. But I am, of course, insanely excited about what's to come very soon. I mean, looking a little bit further out, we have a new Endless Ocean game of all things. I actually was a definite fan of the original one back on the PS3. Or PS3, it wasn't on the PS3, it was on the Wii. I'm excited for that. But more importantly than that, we've got Paper Mario 2's remake or remaster is coming out in May. It's got an official release date in May, so it's only 2 months from now. I cannot wait for that. I love that game. I'm sure I'll stream it at least once. I don't know how much of it I'll stream, though, because that's obviously not what my audience is normally into. Might be like with Pikmin 4, I'll play some of it, but not the whole thing. Need to watch a commercial for a trophy, but the RNG sucks. Oh, okay. Why these developers don't add chapter select? Yeah, I mean, chapter select would solve a lot of problems in a lot of games. Need to find someone who has a high-level character on Borderlands 2 so you can be leveled up fast. That's actually what Ghost did for me, I believe. Yeah, he did that for me with, I want to say, the Tiny Tina separate game when that came out. Alright, we need about 15,200 kills. And this is perfect timing. Oh, right, it's upstairs. I forgot. Right, this one's different. It's not in the safe room, it's upstairs. But yeah, Paper Mario cannot wait for that. It's a day one purchase. Endless Ocean probably won't be a day one purchase, and I won't be streaming that, don't worry, because that game would be really boring to stream. That is not the kind of game you stream. But yeah, Paper Mario, I'm sure I'll stream at least some of it, at least early on.
Good.
And then, alright, let me go ahead and pick up a couple of these spotlights. We're going to need these for later. Alright, so we don't need to finish this boss fight yet. We don't actually need to do this one yet. We can wait a little while. Because we got at least 6 hours. I think we have until like 4 a.m. or something for this one. So that gives us about 9 hours or something like that. So we should be fine. So let's go hit the bathroom here to save. I'm fully leveled just to 30 because you hate assassins. The Chatterbox Trophy, yeah, that's games I know nothing about. Alright, so here, we're going to save the game, but what we're going to do is close the game entirely. And this does seem to help prevent the game from crashing. So we're going to close the game entirely and jump back in. When you watch the latest news, the only thing that keeps your attention other than endless layoffs is the fact they finally gave a release date for Unknown 9 Awakening. Been waiting since 2010. Ooh, that's exciting. That'd be like me waiting for either a new Mercenaries game for the first time since 2008. Because they still keep, like, what's it called? Repurchasing the domain for it or something? Drinking both Gatorade and coffee right now. I'm not sure how that's gonna sit in my bowels later. And that would be like me waiting for a new Mercenaries game. Or even more so, me waiting for a new Freedom Fighters game. Because that game came out in, what, 2003 or something? We still haven't gotten a sequel. So yeah, I probably could have done this without doing the case files, because then I would have never had to run back to the safe house except to give Katie Zombrex a handful of times. The 4 times that's required. And otherwise, I could have just spent the entire time killing zombies, and I'm sure that I spent more than 2 in-game hours beating story missions. Any news about Shugga or nothing new? All I know is that I think he's over in Scotland or wherever his girlfriend is, and he's staying with her for a while until some of the heat cools off. So I suspect he'll be back at some point, but it might be like a year from now. Just sad, though, that the Runaway Guys is gone, too, as a channel, because that was... I mean, I didn't watch everything that they put on there. Not everything on there was amazing or anything like that. But a lot of that content was great. A lot of the Mario Party stuff was great back in the day. Reloading checkpoint doesn't work in that game. Oh, that's not good. Hi, Goran. There goes my dryer. Oh, God, no, the snipers. Okay, this one's gonna be a problem. Where he is I was hoping that maybe they wouldn't spawn in because there's so many missions going, but 2 of them are spawned in, so we might have to kill them, just because they're going to get in the way if we don't. Because I don't know if they can shoot you while you're in the SUV, but I don't really want them to risk breaking the SUV. Zombies hate freedom! That's like something from Helldivers. But the main reason we haven't actually started Helldivers yet, me and Ghost and Killer, we were talking about starting it at some point, is because of what's coming out in a handful of days. Okay, 1 down. Yeah, because of what's coming out in a few days. That I've talked about a million times now. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. And that's the second time my dryer goes off, so now it'll quiet down. Okay, so there's only 1 sniper left for now. The other one isn't gonna spawn. The other 2 won't spawn until we leave the area and reload. So we might actually be okay for a moment. Have I gotten the platinum on Resistance yet? I'm on the final mission, but I'm not starting it yet because people are saying that it's bugged for them and can't unlock the trophy. Games you're waiting for: On Fire, Unknown, Nine Awakening, Avowed, Lost Soul Aside, Where Winds Meet, Dope V, Project Mugen, Stellar Blade, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I haven't heard of most of them. Other streamer you like to watch got into trouble with Twitter. Oof, that's no fun. As long as Chug is doing well, hope he remains well. Yeah, I think it can be. I think it can be salvaged. Which Battlefront am I going to play first? I'm going to be playing much more Battlefront 2 because that's the game I know a lot better than the other one. I don't know Battlefront 1 particularly well because I didn't play a whole lot of it. I didn't own it until many, many years later, but I have so many hundreds of hours in Battlefront 2 that I am 100% ready to start playing that one from the start. Plus, it's going to have several, like 2 or 3 new maps, a few new heroes, and it's supposed to have, like, Hero Assault on all maps this time, which is awesome. And it is going to include the campaign, which I wasn't sure it was going to, but it is going to include the campaign, so that's pretty fun. Whenever he chooses to return, he's always welcome. Gonna be 2 platinums for each Battlefront game, or... You see, that's what I'm wondering about. I feel like they're gonna make the same screw-up they did with Tomb Raider. Because with Tomb Raider, for anyone who doesn't remember, the PS4 versions each got their own platinum in a list with like 80-something trophies each. Whereas the PS5 version is one gigantic list that broke the website. Or that broke PSN profiles temporarily. So, yeah, we will have to see. I hope that it's separate platinums, but I'm not holding my breath on it because I feel like they're going to screw that up again. Same thing they did with Modern Warfare 3, making a DLC in one version and a platinum in the other for some reason. Just having Starbucks on stream and people got mad because they're boycotting. Oh, we're boycotting Starbucks again? I never go to Starbucks. I think it's a waste of money, personally. As I mean, I just drink black coffee, so in reality, I don't need to go to Starbucks and pay like $5 for a cup of black coffee that I can get from anywhere for like $1 or $2. I go to Starbucks like twice a year, I'm pretty sure. So I am grateful for the fact you're playing through your backlog right now, doing the impossible, finishing the backlog. You'll have it done eventually, even if it's not all done on YouTube, even if some of it's done on Rumble. Someone in chat started to talk about the whole war thing going on, and Bandom got mad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware we were boycotting Starbucks again. I feel like that was like years ago when that happened last, and was almost ongoing. And again, I don't go to Starbucks. I just don't really care about it. And it's also the fact that Starbucks isn't real coffee, in my opinion. That's going to piss someone off. Your double, triple soy matcha frappe latte chino with goat's milk and almond milk and 3 pumps of different syrups and stuff. That is not coffee. I'm sorry, but that is not coffee. That is a mixture of sugary water sludge, in my opinion. No offense to anyone who likes that, but that's to me what the flavored stuff is. With all that stuff in it. Because the ones I drink might have like a hint of flavoring in them, but they're still only like 5 calories a cup, 0 carbs, just straight black. Black coffee is good for you. At least there isn't a PS4 version. I think there is. I think that they said they're doing a PS4 version of the game, from what I read. Instant Profiles doesn't do well with new trophy lists, and people will still buy the game without a trophy list. Oh yeah, I mean, I would buy that game in a heartbeat without a trophy list. I don't care about that. The trophy list is just an add-on. Heard that 2 months ago someone hacked Rockstar, tried to sell info for $2,000, but nobody bought it, so they released it for free. And what was discovered, I guess we'll see here in a second on the comments. Near the end of the stream, people from Twitter joined the stream to hate on her, making her cry. Well, that just shows sometimes the internet is really screwed up. And people just like to see other people have a hard time. I guess, though, it's also weird to think that MatPat is officially retired. His last theory video came out a few days ago, which is just, again, kind of crazy to think. It's been a weird last 6 months for YouTube. You have guys like MatPat retiring. You had everything that happened with Wholesome creator Chugga Conroy. You had everything that happened with the Completionist. That was a longer time ago. You had Midden Squad passing away. So it's just been a insane last, like, 6 months or so on YouTube of just stuff like that happening. And I feel like there's even more people I saw that are supposed to be retiring or something. Can't remember who it was, but I think there were a few others. Remember a Nerf YouTuber I used to follow, he retired like a year or 2 ago. Coop772, he retired like a year ago. And I need to loot back down to the bottom area. Alright, 58,000. We're making some progress. It's just, this is such a boring grind, and it's honestly so pointless. That's the thing for me about this. This grind just serves no purpose. The fact that Rockstar canceled 8 DLCs for GTA for the sake of live service, an entire game called GTA Tokyo was canceled. Bully 2 officially got canceled? Really? That's official? If so, that's awful. That really sucks if that's true. Had Starbucks a few times, and whenever you try a new flavor, the coffee always tastes the same. Twitch be toxic like that. Twitter, yeah. Twitter be toxic like that. You finally got the commercial? Nice, nice. Hey, long string of letters. Thinking of starting Just Cause 3 Platinum. Just Cause 3 is... From what I remember... I know that 4 is the easiest one. 4 is definitely the easiest one. 3 has some difficult challenges. Those are what I made video guides on, were the challenges. And a couple of the trophies. The challenges, some of them are actually pretty difficult, and there's a lot of them. Yeah, some of them are actually kind of difficult. But compared to Just Cause 2... That's a tough choice, though, because Just Cause 2 had a much less complicated, like, grapple hook movement system, and you didn't have to do all the challenges in the game, but also the game was harder. It was harder to get close to 100%, from what I remember. And you had to have, like, money to purchase vehicles and stuff, so it played very differently. It was a fun game, though. I remember liking it. I always preferred 2 was my favorite one, because it was my first one. It was the one me and Lizard Guy played a lot of. It was the one that we did ZP stunt stuff for back in the day. Alright, the sniper's shooting at us. It looks like he can't hit me, which is good. I'll catch up on comments here once we get through a couple more groups. So we're at 58,500 something. Ooh, that was a nice big group. But yeah, again, this trophy is so pointless. It's so excessive. The first one would have been more than enough, you know? The 53,000 zombie kills would have been more than enough. I don't know why they felt the need to put in a 72,000 kill trophy. Because at least in Off the Record, yes, Off the Record has a 100,000 kill trophy, but it can be done in sandbox mode, so there's no time pressure. There's no risk of failure after like 6 hours of work. So that's not that bad. Yes, it takes longer, but it's much easier because of that. Much safer because of that. Whereas this game, you have to do it in a single playthrough of the game. And I know that Dead Rising 1 has that 52 or 53,000 zombie kills trophy, but it makes sense in that game because it's like the population of Willamette, from what I remember, wherever the first game takes place at. I think that's what it is. And that's not the hardest trophy in Dead Rising 1, either. Hardest trophy in Dead Rising 1's 7-Day Survivor, by a wide margin. Alright, let's look at comments. Rockstar and Sony are going live stream officially, canceling all AAA single-player games. That would be very unfortunate. Got a bunch of hate because of Starbucks. It's crazy. Yeah, we just need to move away from that kind of stuff. The person who started it was 13 years old. That's ridiculous. So yeah, there is a PS4 and 5 version of Battlefront. When are they going to stop making PS4 games? I wish they would stop making PS4 games, especially when they talk about the PS5 already being like heavily through a bunch of its lifespan or something, because that makes sense. It's your first Just Cause game too. Nice. According to some rumors, GTA 6 will cost $150. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. That one surprised me. That one surprised me at all. Dead or Alive 5 or 6 on the PC with all DLCs cost $920. Well, I think that the... what are they called? Aren't like the train simulator games, don't they have just an obnoxious, insane amount of paid DLC? People just saying they hope she burns in hell and stuff. That's ridiculous. People really need to just grow up. Want to plat Mirage soon? You've been on and off the game for a couple weeks. Mirage is the newest one, right? If so, it's definitely one of the easiest. Yeah, if that's the newest one, it's definitely one of the easiest. Probably along with 2, and there's some of the shorter ones as well. But again, I'm not, and I know almost nothing with Assassin's Creed. I've never had any interest in the franchise. 70k people having to turn into zombies in a shopping mall. Well, technically it's not 70,000 because they just keep resetting. It's probably like... It's probably less than 50,000. But yeah, I don't really think... I think that more people would have survived and gotten away from the zombies, if that's what we're saying. You're just about to say that, yeah. Hey, Secret Underdog. Sucks that Rockstar scrapped their single-player DLC. Oh yeah, like, I would much rather have single-player. I'd love to have had a Red Dead 2 DLC, like for story.
Let's go.
I would have loved to have seen another Undead Nightmare. Think about that, like an Undead Nightmare 2. It might not have fit into the story as well as the original one did, but it would have been great to have. I would have loved to have seen that happen. Have an Undead Nightmare Part 2. That would have been fantastic, because that DLC is one of the best DLCs of all time. Yeah, we're never going to get that. Never gonna get a GTA expansion, which a lot of people like the expansions in, like, GTA 4. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Almost halfway through the week. Tomorrow's the last day of work for one of my co-workers, the one that's leaving, so... Like I mentioned before, 2 to 3 times the work now for everyone that is still there. No extra pay or benefits. Because we love the company, we love the company. Even if we die, we love the company, the company. Again, I'm totally 100% going to play that on, like, a team meeting right before I quit someday. Dead Rising 4's trophy list, you need 200,000. That is a lot. Now, doesn't Dead Rising 4 not have a timer, though? I don't think Dead Rising 4 has a timer. But I'm also not touching Dead Rising 4. I wouldn't touch that with a 25-foot pole, because that game looks like not a fun experience. Barely even Dead Rising. And the trophies are apparently pretty difficult. I think it's the most difficult one in the franchise. Because 7 Days Survivor isn't as much difficult as it is tedious and prone to the game breaking on you and having to make you start over. Dead Rising 2 is just tedious as well. Mom lost her best friend to cancer yesterday and lost a family member, a pet, and a friend this year. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope that y'all are doing okay from all that. Would you have gone after it if the game demanded you to kill 1 million zombies? Train Simulator DLC costs $12,000. Yeah, that sounds about right for that game. But... let's see. So, 1 million zombies. 1 million zombies... it would have to be in a sandbox mode to even think about that. Obviously, there's no way that could be done in just a normal playthrough, because there's just not enough time. There's not enough time to get 100,000 kills in a normal playthrough, much less a million. So it'd have to be in that. If it was, I would consider it, because I've done pretty bad grinds before. I mean, I've done, Attack on Titan, Black Ops 3. I've done a lot of bad grindy bad grindy trophies that are worse than this. So, would I do it? If I liked the game enough, I probably would have, if that was a thing. Thankfully, it's not, because there is no sandbox mode in this game anyway. Yeah, this year sounds rough. Hopefully it will get better. AC2 is the second easiest. You played all of them aside from the first, but never finished Odyssey or Valhalla. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to play those ones. That Dead Rising 4 is 150-hour platinum. Yep. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear all that from everyone, but hopefully things start to get better for y'all. The game demands you to kill a million mobs. They better give you an ultimate weapon or something. That's fair. It's like when you beat Resident Evil 4 on Professional originally and got the PRL 412 or whatever it was called. Which I'm still a little salty it didn't make it into the remakes in any capacity. I'm really kind of surprised they didn't put that into the remake in some way. Because it was a really fun weapon to use. It's extremely overpowered, of course, but you only got it after finishing some of the hardest challenges in the game. So, drive through all of the zombies there. One more circle around the center here. Should be hitting 60,000 kills here in just a moment. Alright, 60,000. That's 83% of the way. 83%. Give it up for 83%! Woo! 83%! And the snipers are still there, so I may have to deal with them later. Because I mean, we killed one of them, but the other ones are going to be kind of annoying. I don't know, I might deal with at least one of them before we go deal with the next story mission. I think the next story mission boots you all the way back to the safe house, which is kind of dumb. Because that's just going to add on time that we don't need to waste. I mean, again, we're going to have more than enough time doing it this way. I'm not worried at all about taking too long, because we have more than enough time. Because we're going to get an extra 19 hours once the military arrives. And we only need about 12 more hours total just to finish the killing, so I'm not worried at all. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on PS2 demands you to kill 1,000 Heartless and using all the magic and stuff. Feed them all in 30 minutes, nice. Stay away from grindy trophies, you're mostly casual. Yeah, I don't do a lot of grindy games anymore, but, I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes it is kind of nice to have something a little bit grindier just to play in the background when you have free time. That is kind of the advantage of it, just something you can work on for a couple of hours a day, steadily, consistently, until you get the platinum. It's like playing a Lego game. Lego games are a good example of that. Because they can take a long time to clear up all the miscellaneous stuff throughout the open worlds and everything, but they can be fun. Japanese game, Earth Defense Force, you fight giant insects. Yeah, I've seen the Earth Defense Force stuff. I know Bad Driver's a big fan of that series. He's done a bunch of those games. Those are, like, some of his better platinums. I'll be curious to see if Battlefront is all that grindy or not. I'll be very curious to see what they make you do. Because, at least in Battlefront 2, there was no true ranking system. I mean, there kind of was. There was, like, general rank you could get to by doing all the medals a certain number of times, and you could get that rank for every medal. But that's all I remember for that in terms of, like, ranking up. Now, most of those medals you can easily do over time just by playing Instant Action and Galactic Conquest over and over again, but there was one medal in that game. It was like something to do with taking out vehicles in a round or something that was really kind of annoying. And it was like the one objective that I never got to the max rank on. But I could see that trophy list potentially being fairly challenging, depending on what they make you do in the online. Like, think if they're like, you have to be the #1 player in a 64-person game. I'm good at the game against the AI. I don't know how I'm going to stack up against other human players, especially in a 64-player online game. Oh, hold on. That's not going to work. So we will have to see. I mean, we'll find out in a couple of days. Like I said, I'll be streaming that one day one, so... let's see. Does Off the Record crash a lot? I don't know. Haven't played it yet. I'm hoping it doesn't crash this much, but I've heard the worst, so yeah, we'll see. Excited for Easter? I am too, though we don't get those days off or anything like that. If you aren't giving you a screen wiper that you can spam, you're not going for it. Fair enough. The video he posted, which one? He posts a lot of videos. Oh, Spin the Lighthouse? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, in reality, it shouldn't surprise anyone they're still making those games. And look back at it, because he made another video, I remember, that said how much money the creator of some of those shovelware games has presumably made. And it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, over $300,000 made from those shit plats. Which is just literally insane. But honestly, it's not surprising. Not surprising at all, actually. Wouldn't mind a little grind here and there as you enjoy grinding stuff again to max level. I mean, occasionally, though. Post about the screen wiping sky laser weapon. Yep, I saw it. But in this game, in this version, there's no super weapon, or the super weapon in this version isn't that amazing. But in Off the Record, there is a super BFG, so it's like a... not a laser gun, it's like an audio wave gun almost, that just annihilates huge groups of zombies. So there's that in this game. Or in the Off the Record, at least. Thankfully you don't play online. I don't blame you, though. Hey, Sweet Plays. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be playing today or tomorrow. But we got to get this game done. Because, well... we got Battlefront coming out in 2 days. And I plan to be streaming that. So, yeah. Alright, 9 hours to get 11,000 kills. Except that, of course, it's not exactly that. Okay, so we've gotten rid of 2 of the 4 snipers. There's still 2 more of them. So I'm going to go ahead and duck into the next story mission. We might as well knock it out because it's going to move us back to the safe house regardless. And we've killed 2 of the 4 snipers, so we might as well just go ahead and do this. I don't like this boss fight that much, so let's just try to get it done quickly. A whole new shovelware type of game. Yeah, shovelware games. They used to be kind of good, because at one point My Name is Mayo was considered shovelware. And My Name is Mayo is not even remotely shovelware anymore. Because it actually takes time. And it actually has a story and actual gameplay to it. I have no idea why I used the Merc Assault Rifle there, because it's not very good. Sword is so much better. Oh, man, he was tucked away. Get 1,000 PP per kill. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that, but okay. That's fine. Let me drink that orange juice. And let me pick up things I can throw. Because we're going to need throwable stuff in this boss fight. Which is dumb. Some people only do shovelware like 90% of the time. I do a lot of shovelware nowadays. Because you kind of... well, I used to. I don't do that much now. Alright, this fight is really stupid. Guns don't work, by the way. Guns do not work in this boss fight. For some reason. The only thing that works is throwing. Because that makes logical sense to someone out there. So yeah, you just have to throw stuff at him. Oh, well, that might have been wasted, but that's fine. Yeah, I never understood this fight. It's really dumb. And you can just tank the hits, especially if you take a painkiller. Alright, so just throw 2 at him. Let me take a painkiller. Just to be safe. Alright, TK, you're wasting a lot of my time here. And it's not that big a deal, but you are still wasting my time. Okay, it's 2 more hits. Let's get some more spotlights. Oh, ow! God, if that happens in real life, you are dead. Don't play any online games. Played online for 9 years. Regretted them all, so quit playing online. Is this going to be a short stream? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be that short, because even after this boss fight, we still have to get another 11,000 kills, which is going to take time. He's going to need 1 more hit, which means 1 more stun. See, yeah, it's not going to be that short. It's not going to be one of my longer streams either, though, I don't think. Alright, this should be the last hit. I think this is going to drop us back at the safe house, unfortunately, so go ahead and do that. Take it you finished the game and didn't witness it. What happens when the army arrives? Things don't go well. The whole army gets eaten by super zombies, because then there become super zombies. So the super zombies basically come in and wipe out the military. So then you have to go underground, you kill the crazed military leader. Save and continue. You go kill the crazed military leader. And we're going to quit out and reload the game entirely just to make sure that it doesn't crash on us, hopefully. The toy gun works. Fair Telltale games used to be shovelware. Yeah, kind of, but you still had to play them. Like, you still actually had to beat the games, and they took like 8 to 10 hours. I do not like when the power goes out. As I am casual trophy hunter, stay away from shovelware. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to stay more away from it, though. Online gaming is a haven for PvP-heavy competitive players. Nightmare for solo and role players. Yeah, pretty much. For them, the game is all about grinding for gear and ruling the ranking board. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Thinking you should do Red Dead 1's Platinum. Someday it's a million times easier. Oh, yeah, it's easier and much less time-consuming. I wouldn't say it's that many times easier, though, because it still takes a while to get through some of that stuff, like doing all the 100%ing and challenges and such. Gatorade and coffee. Again, I don't know how this is going to mix. And yeah, it's harder to get a gold medal in Red Dead 1 from what I remember. But yeah, you only need one, which makes it many, many times easier. Played around 12 online MMORPGs, met friends and lost a lot more. Fell in love and got refused a bunch. Never had it go that far, but I mean, I've met some really great friends here on PSN. Not going to deny that. Made some great friends here. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it isn't easier. Red Dead 1 is absolutely easier. I just wouldn't say it's as many times easier as we might say. But yeah, it's absolutely easier. I don't know if I actually needed to read that when I loaded back into the game, but we did anyway. Alright, so we have 8.5 hours, I think, until the military arrives. So once they arrive, we just need to go back to the safe house, and then we'll need to farm kills for a little bit longer in the overworld again. Because we will not have our 72,000 when the military arrives. We are still 11,000 away. So, time for some more grinding. Finally, when the gotcha disaster happened, you just kept your dignity and left. Fair enough. Oh, you got your gold medal easily? Oh, okay. So, is it actually, like, really easy to do? And I'm just, like, dumb? Because I could have sworn in the original Red Dead it was hard to get a gold medal, but since you only needed one, it wasn't that bad. I have no idea. That was also when I was a lot younger and dumber. But then again, back then, I wasn't necessarily bad at games, because those were the days where I beat both COD World at War and Killzone 2. And got their platinum trophies. Those are not easy games by any means. Easier if you've done Red Dead 2 before. Yeah, probably. You have Red Dead 2, but don't know when you're going to play it. You might want to play it at some point sooner rather than later, because that game is going to take you quite a while, and there's quite a bit of online you have to do. Even though the online's all pretty easy in Red Dead 2. Ooh, since those guys spawned in, maybe only one of the snipers will spawn in. I can deal with one of them. There's only 2 left. They're just not super important to kill. In Japan and South Korea, 9 couples met each other in online games and got married for real. That's kind of cool, though. That's actually really neat. I think maybe if you platinum it, you'll probably do the other stacks. Oh yeah, all those other ridiculous number of stacks. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is the most platinum trophies in a game. Yeah, I did the PS3 game, so maybe it was easier. Or maybe the new one's easier. I mean, obviously the new one's easier because it doesn't have the online, which is many times easier. Explain what happens upon military arrival. Like I was saying before, the military arrives, a bunch of super zombies start being made, and they kill all the military people, so that's not good. You then have to go to an underground laboratory to find out the truth about the super zombies. And basically it's that the pharmaceutical company that creates the Zombrex drug was engineering outbreaks in order to get more people to buy their drug. That's actually how the story goes. And then to get the best possible ending, you have to save TK's life when he gets zombified. And once you save him, he then kidnaps your daughter and Stacy as well, and forces you to go find stuff for him. And then tries to kill you, but you kill him. And game over. Dead Rising games are not particularly known for their stories. Story is not the big aspect of these games. It's mostly supposed to be about exploring the world and killing zombies in the most creative ways you can find. That's the big focus of the games. Have a few trophies in Red Dead 2 Online. Yeah, I mean, thankfully it's much easier than Red Dead 1, so that's for sure. Because before GTA San Andreas had 4 trophy stacks, it did? Because I know it had PS3... Oh yeah, I guess it did. PS3, 2 for PS4, and then PS5 from Definitive? Is that maybe what it was? Something like that. Oh, we got this thing going. Moving fast. Maybe after you plat Mirage, you have plenty of time to sing in another 200-hour game. Ah, come on. There we go. Ah, that's the one problem with the SUV. It gets caught up very easily compared to the Slice Sickle. But the Slice Sickle is harder to put together every time you want to use it, as you have to go get the chainsaw for it first. And I also don't have the bike magazine, so it wouldn't be as useful as the SUV. Red Dead 1 now has 5 stacks. Yeah, then I guess it does have the most. Sure does. Alright, so there's still at least one sniper out here somewhere. Which one is it? It's that one. Okay. Maybe I'll kill him later on, but it doesn't seem like he's causing much of a problem right now, so don't really need to waste my time on it. The motorcycle with the machine guns on it's pretty fun too, though. I mean, a lot of the motorcycle modifications are pretty neat. Spend lots of money to buy the same game 5 times. I've never bought a game that many times. I think the most stacks I've done for a game has only ever been like 3 or 4. Probably 3. Yeah, I think 3. Well, no. Demetrios, I remember, was 4. I did 4 versions of it, because it had a definitive edition on PS5, and I did both the North American and European versions, plus the Vita stack. Sound Shapes I only ever did 3 versions of. I never got the chance to pick it up on another alt account when you could still auto-pop it. So yeah, I think that 4 might be the most I've ever done a game, and I think it was that one. And then Walking Dead Season 1 has 4 versions, I know that one. I've done 3 versions of it, I wouldn't be surprised if someday we get like a PS5 version. And then there's so many of the Walking Dead ones now with all of the stats of like Final Season and of the definitive collections. I don't know about doing all those, though. They take so long, and it's going to be the same boring thing over and over again, unless I could find... There's not really even a challenge run you could do for that kind of stuff. Because there's just not enough going on in the game. Alright, over 62,000, so less than 10,000 kills to go. We're down into the quadruple digits in terms of kills still needed, so that's good. Progression has been made. But yeah, definitely. You know, I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't have just done... They so should have made it... If they were going to make a trophy above the 50-something thousand, it should have been like 66,666. That would have made sense. Hey, lay-in? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do 5 stacks. Thanks. You still choose to stand with the zombies. Yeah, the humans are behind the zombies rising, so... In this case, they are. Hey, lay-in? Do the region stacks for Red Dead. You probably avoid the Japanese stack since the buttons are swapped. Ooh, yeah. An ad comes out, the video for you freezes. You prevented 102. How do you get ad blocker to still work on here? Because I can't get it to work on here anymore. Because doesn't it, like, slow down your computer or your phone? I think the game you bought the most was the Lego Movie. I've got that one 3 versions, so yeah, I could still do German version. Nearly got Platinum on Mortal Kombat 1. Last trophy you can't get is invasion-related trophy for a Titan boss spawns near the end of the season, so I guess just have to wait a little while. Walking Dead gets like 30 trophy stacks. I mean, I don't really want that, though, because I like the game, but it doesn't have that level of replayability. The only challenge run I could see for that kind of a game, and it's barely even a challenge run, would be completing the game using only a single button, maybe. Like using only a certain line of options. Because, like, circle's usually the more asshole option, square's usually the more, like, positive option. From what I remember, that's basically how it works. God, it's been so long since I've done a Telltale game. It's been a very long time. And I've done almost all of them. Only ones I'm missing are Walking Dead Season 1 Japanese, and all of the other versions of Walking Dead Final Season, so like the other 3 versions of that. And then I'm also missing... What's the other one I'm missing? Both the collections, because one of the collections has 2 versions, one of them has 4 versions, I think. And I think that's everything. Maybe someday, if I have time and the money to pick up all the games. Maybe someday. Because that would be pretty cool to have every single Telltale game done someday. Because I highly doubt that anyone's managed to do that. Because, I mean, I'm one of the few people that has every Fallout game done and every Far Cry game done. Got every Infamous game done, every Just Cause game, even though there's 3 of those only. I got close on, like, Killzone and Uncharted. It's not... I'm not a therapist, but say I'm officially obsessed with trophies if you stack them 5 times. Yeah, I think you would probably be right. That's why I've never stacked one quite that many times. Played Walking Dead Telltale games before I platinum those. See, you're removing Adult Swim games from the store? I didn't know that there were such things as Adult Swim games. So that's a queen right there that I keep seeing fly around. Alright. Kill this big group of zombies here, then I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna take out another one of the snipers. Because I can't remember if they stay once the military arrives. They may despawn at that point, but I really don't want to deal with that. So if I kill a third one, there'll only be 1 left. I don't think that one of them is going to cause much of an issue. So let me go ahead and save. Alright. Less than 9,000 kills to go. Let's save. Right now you reach 55 ads prevented in under 5 minutes. That's insane. Mortal Kombat 1 is 142 gigs. Good lord. On r/YouTube, someone uploaded, they got 709 in a single line for the same video. That's insane. The only Telltale games you're missing are PS3 of Walking Dead, physical versions of the final season, and the digital version from Europe. Oh, you still need to do Back to the Future. Oof. Yeah, that's a hard one to find now. 5 Platinum Trophy servers on Discord, including PS5 trophies. Nice. Along with both versions of Game of Thrones and Minecraft Story Mode. Oh, yeah, that one's hard to find with the DLC. One of the versions of Tales from the Borderlands from getting blacklisted. I remember that. It was a good thing I used to do all the games back then, even when they released them pretty quickly. Suicide Squad game on Deal of the Week. Like the Samurai Jack game, Duck game. Never seen that. I played the RoboCop game. I have not, but I've heard great things about it. Okay, let's get rid of this sniper. Just get him out of the way. I guess we'll see if the fourth one respawns on their own at some later point. I don't know if they will, though. Yeah, this will just make it easier to go up and down the strip. Did Minecraft Story Mode Season 1 on the PS3. I remember that. Call of Duty Cold War. Oh, God, yeah, that one. I've done most of the Call of Duty games, but that is one of the ones I haven't done, and I'm not sure it's ever going to get done. Dude, you just need to go on down now. Alright, so we'll get rid of him. One more will spawn at some point. No big deal, though. We can deal with one more of them. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's take the anti-material rifle with us. Why not? Have some fun. Let's drink a whiskey. Drink an entire bottle of whiskey. I mean, that should make you feel pretty healthy for, like, a few minutes until you die. But yeah, that COD Cold War just does not look like fun because of all that co-op crap. Alright, 6 hours until the military arrives. 9,000 kills to go. That also reset the zombies, which is nice. And I'm just going to take this for later. Got an idea of what to do with that for later. That came out very wrong. But I got a way that Shuck can use that later. I'm getting Rise of the Ronin. I don't know. I mean, it looks sort of like Ghost of Tsushima, which is obviously a good thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright. Do another drive. There's a glitch trophy in that one, and it never got fixed. Ooh, that's no fun. Still haven't finished Guardians of the Galaxy because it's boring and confusing. I barely even remember that one. That's definitely one of the least memorable ones for me. Alright, Case 6-1 hasn't started counting down yet, so that's good. Oh, that last sniper actually is kind of in a bad spot. I might end up having to kill him. Because he can shoot at my SUV from up there pretty easily. Alright, so I can't remember if we actually have to do the Rescue Rebecca quest in Case 6. I'm not sure if that's 100% required or not. Kind of hope it's not, because that boss fight... It's not even the boss fight that's the problem, it's the fact that you have to take her all the way back to the safe house when she's injured. So you have to basically carry her back to the safe house, and that's not a fun time. Big group of kills there. Black Ops 4 Platinum. Can't do... You should be able to do Black Ops 4 still. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it with the Blackout stuff. But you should still be able to do it. Compared to, say, Black Ops 3 on the PS3 is unobtainable. Black Ops 2 has, of course, been unobtainable for a long time. But those are the only ones that are unobtainable right now. All the other ones can still be gotten. If you're willing to put in the time needed for them. The effort needed. Alright, group right here. This is the kind of area where the slice sickle might be a little bit better, just because it's real narrow. You can just sort of chop up everything. Ronin can't wait for that one. So, let's see. Cold War was actually easy to play other than Party Patrol. That's what I'm the most worried about, because I know that the Dead Ops Trophy is easier now. Because with the Dead Ops Trophy, now you can do that Advanced Start mode for every 4 rounds or something. So, you can get all the way to the end, and you just have to redo whatever it is. Like, if you were to die on the final battle, you'd only have to redo 4 levels. Which makes it a heck of a lot easier. But yeah, Party Patrol, that's the one that Ghost and Killer struggled with really badly. Just because it's obnoxious. Get all those big group or squad wipes. It's not easy. It takes forever because there's so many you have to do. Though the one good thing for that game is that at least if you do the PS4 version first, you can auto-pop all of the multiplayer trophies after doing each action one more time. So just one more squad wipe, one more kill, etc. And that'll unlock it. So that is kind of nice. It's not a bad one to double dip on. Like RoboCop once it gets cheap. Yeah, 60 bucks is a lot for that. But they made the Terminator Resistance game that was really good. OG Tomb Raider games, make sure you play on PS4 version. Yeah, I'm not planning on playing those, though. You're doing Black Ops 4 2, done the Easter eggs, just the miscellaneous stuff. That's not too bad. Would I do Red Dead 1's Platinum on PS4 in the future? Absolutely. Absolutely would love to do that one. Black Ops games you'll probably do is Black Ops 1, yeah. Black Ops 1 is the easiest and the least time-consuming. And it's still fully obtainable with very little multiplayer. I hope that fuel tank doesn't explode, because that would probably destroy my vehicle. Alright, drive a circle around here. Sniper's still there, not doing too much. Maybe I'll get rid of him later, maybe not. Oh, right, we have to give Katie Zombrex first. Almost forgot about that. So yeah, we gotta go give Katie one last dose of Zombrex. It's the last time we need to give her any. But we will need to give one to TK just to trigger overtime mode, just as an extra backup in case something goes catastrophically wrong. I really don't think we're gonna need it, but why take the risk after spending this much time? Might as well play it as safe as possible. So we're still 7,500 kills away. Still a good ways to go. We still got to go back to the safe house 2 more times, pretty much. To both give Katie her Zombrex and to do the case file. So yeah, we're going to have to run back to the safe house 2 more times, which is going to take up quite a bit of our block. Right, a military arrival. I think I've got a quick step in my inventory, though, that I could use if I have to. Let's get up to that 65,000 before we do a reset or reload. Yeah, got a few more big groups up here. And this is good. We're going to have 65,000 after this cycle. Plus 7,000 more to go. I can math. I can't believe I crashed into that. Groups right there. Group right here. Trash can thing. Group right here. Group up here, sort of. Yeah, we'll do one more lap around the middle here real quick. Ooh, let's go get these guys. A little bit of a group over there, might as well. Get a few more right here. I wonder if anyone's ever done a video where they, like, cleared out every single zombie in an area. Even though they respawn when you leave, I think that would be kind of cool to see someone just, like, take out an entire area and see what it looks like at that point. Be very quiet, I assume. Ooh, huge group right there. Excellent. Alright, 65,000. Excellent. 65,050. Excellent. Going up quickly. You might be able to get COD Ghost as your first COD Platinum. That one, yeah, that one's fairly easy. And you don't have to worry about, you don't do DLCs, so. Done every Easter egg on Black Ops 4, including DLC trophies. 96% on main trophies. Very nice. That'll be a very proud Platinum to have. Red Dead 1 PS4 had an update today. I wonder what they added. Wouldn't do Terminator Resistance if it went down in price. Yeah, I mean, I rented it, I think. RoboCop has bugs and frame rate drops. Yeah, that's not good. Just did almost all of Black Ops 1 a month ago, and then the Zombies trophy. Yeah, Black Ops 1 is a lot easier than people probably think it is. Still obtainable. Yep, it's still obtainable. Got a feeling if Red Dead 1 gets a PS4 version, then maybe GTA 4 can get one. Yeah, maybe. That would, especially if it didn't have multiplayer, it would be a lot easier. GTA Trilogy gets 60 FPS on PS5, I guess we'll see. But yeah, you can still do it. Max Payne 3. I know people would like to see more of Max Payne, that's for sure. I think you platinum most Black Ops games aside from 4. I mean, I've done World at War and 1, 2, and 3. Done all of those. Except I didn't do 3 on the PS3, because I'm not touching that pile of shit game. And it's not attainable anyway. And I haven't done Black Ops Declassified either, or Cold War technically, so... I think I've done all the Infinity Ward ones aside from New Modern Warfare 3. Alright, let's back up and save. Alright, we got about 2-ish hours, I think, until we need to give Katie her last dose of Zombrex.
What's the word?
It's not that close to 7 a.m., Stacy. Oh yeah, we got like 2.5 hours till we need to give her Zombrex, so we're good for now. We're gonna quit out the game and reload everything here just to hopefully prevent it from crashing. Because that's the safest option. And we like safety here. Safety is why I'm not a dad yet. That was probably a very poorly tasted joke. Want to plat all AC games except for spin-offs and older console versions. Oh yeah, that'd be many hundreds of hours. Just 9 more trophies in Black Ops 4. I mean, that's not bad. Max Payne 3 needs a remaster in 60 FPS. Unless they release it along with the other games. I could see them releasing with the other games. Oh yeah, that's true. I haven't done Advanced Warfare on PS3. I could still do that one. If I only cared about the Platinum, I would have that one done already. But I care too much about the DLC. And specifically, DLCs 3 and 4 I do not want to do again. Alright, that's the last of my Gatorade. Hydration. Alright guys, I need to go pee real quick. I'm hydrating heavily, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll get started on the last 7,000 kills. Alright, much better. Into the 100% for Black Ops 3, too. Almost done with the Easter eggs. Is that one... I mean, that one's unobtainable, though, isn't it? Black Ops 4 got 3 trophies left, and they're blackout. Why I did both versions of COD Ghosts? Because I own both versions. Because I bought the game on PS3, and then got the PS4 not too long after it. Yeah, 4 is probably the hardest Black Ops game. Can't see yourself going for Black Ops 4 or Cold War. Yeah, they sound like torture. I mean, Black Ops 3, I really didn't mind that much. Like, it was hard at times, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But yeah, next stream will end up being the Star Wars Battlefront collection in a couple of days. Black Ops Declassified is the shortest COD game to plat, but it's hard. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I think it's more just the fact that the game is a Vita game that makes it harder. Every Assassin's Creed game here and there anyway. That Trophy Hunter you like to watch didn't get all the collectible in Alan Wake 2 for whatever reason. Oh, that's no fun. That actually really sucks. The only thing worse than collectible trophies is a lot of things, including glitched collectible trophies, which are always terrible. Okay, am I going to be able to get all the way up to the SUV without getting shot by the sniper? Let's see. Yeah, we should be okay. BO4 is more torture. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather do Black Ops 3 over Black Ops 4. Ooh, that was close. He's hitting the little four-wheeler, but not hitting me, so that's good. Vita games, can you play them with a DualShock controller? You can play some of them with a PS TV. But that's the main problem for me with Black Ops Declassified, is I actually have a PS TV. But apparently that one's not compatible with PS TV for some reason. If it was, I would be a lot more willing to go for it. Or a lot less concerned with going for it. Because being able to play it with a normal controller and everything would be a lot nicer. Alright, so we should be able to get to 67,000 before we have to give Katie or Zombrex. Which will leave us just 5,000 short in the closing hours of the main part of the game. So yeah, we might not actually have to do Rebecca's other quests, because we should only need, like, probably 4,000 more kills by the time we get to the military arrival. And we can probably grind those out pretty quickly, because the zombie density increases a lot in Case 6. Get all those big groups. And this big group. In some ways, you'd almost be better off going for this trophy earlier because you could level up so much. Potentially just going for it. But you'd still have to be careful. You'd still have to basically complete all the case files to get there again. Only missing 5 Assassin's Creeds. Don't mind Zombies trophies, find them fun apart from some of the Easter eggs. They're definitely some of the difficult Easter eggs. Collectibles don't go into your inventory, so don't know what that's about. Yeah, I don't know what that is either then. Gonna get all COD plats aside from the PS3 ones. That would be solid. That would be very, very nice. Only Assassin's Creed game you haven't platinum is Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage. Well, Mirage is at least short and normal. Y'all don't own PS3s. I still own 2 of them. Only Assassin's Creed game you platted was Valhalla. That's definitely a strange one to be your only one. Alright, drive this circle. Then the zombies will group back up by the time we get back down here, so that's actually a more efficient way to get a few kills. Yeah, I still have 2 PS3s from back in the days when I was boosting a lot of PS3 games. I guess the last one I really did that with was Operation Raccoon City back at number 600. That wasn't a very fun experience, as we all know. Don't play that game. It's not fun. Not a good time. Yeah, Valhalla's 100 hours. That's insane. Like you play that series, but you only do the hardest one. Or, well, maybe not the hardest one, but one of the most time-consuming ones. And by the way, I know I've mentioned this previously, but Far Cry 4 is obtainable again for anyone that wants to play it. Far Cry 4 is obtainable again, both versions currently. Who knows for how long, because they actually did fix the bug trophy, and there's a workaround for the other one that they didn't fix. GTA 5 and Red Dead 2. Yeah, because those take longer, I think, though, because GTA is, I think, over 200 hours. And Red Dead 2 is shorter now than it was. It's probably possible to do in, like, 150 hours now. Well, actually, I don't know if it's quite doable that fast, but Red Dead 2 is now definitely doable under 200 hours, just because they changed the multiplayer up enough to make it less time-consuming to get everything to level up. Because back when it came out, it was really about the only way you could really efficiently level up was you had to keep replaying the final story mission over and over again in the online. Just keep replaying that over and over and over again for hours was about the only way you could really do it or get it any sort of efficient increase once you got all the other trophies done. Because in that game, all the other trophies can be done pretty quickly. Even winning 3 games isn't that hard, because you can do it in the racing mini-games. We should be able to get at least another cycle after this, actually. It's like one more circle after this one, then we'll have to go help Katie. Then we can run back out here for 2 hours to get another circle or 2. Then we run back, and we should be getting pretty close by that. Maybe like 69 TE,000, I would hope. Be around about there. Yeah, they're all sort of grouped back up, which is good. Let's get up to 67,000 before we finish this entire cycle. I think the sniper might actually despawn once the military arrives, so we might actually be okay. He's the last one, though, so he's not too much of a threat. There we go. 66,800. Yeah, really, if they were going to make a trophy above the 50-something thousand, it should have been all 6s. 66666. Would have made more sense. So much stuff to run into. That's the only problem with continuing to get kills after the military arrives, is there's a lot more stuff laying around. Is Far Cry 4 on PS3 obtainable? Currently it is, surprisingly. And yeah, right now only 2 is unobtainable. And I don't see it getting fixed. But then again, Ubisoft has this random thing where they will randomly switch games back on, like a new intern hits the wrong button or something, and games come back online for several months or years. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what they're doing over there that causes that to happen. But it just randomly happens, and it's really weird. It's the only developer that really has that happen. Because I feel like no other developer does that, where they just randomly switch their games back online. Ubisoft tried to make their first game to have online trophies be unobtainable, but the rest are obtainable, yeah. And it sucks too, because again, Far Cry 2 is a legitimately good game. Just really kind of buggy. 6:26. Okay, we don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna run on back to Katie. Try to get her Zombirex as quickly as possible. Get a few more kills while we're here. Wish Red Dead 2 got 60 FPS. Yeah, it really should have. People wanted a remaster, not a port at 30 FPS. Well, might as well do one more circle. They group back up a little bit, so get one more quick circle. Then we will head back to Katie. I got quite a few zombies there. But yeah, I'm looking at this now and realizing that I could have done the 72-hour method and probably been fine. Because I wouldn't have had to do any story missions to take up time. So I think I could have done it that way. I just preferred to take it the safe way. Because we have so much more time than we're going to end up needing. Ubisoft makes Far Cry 2 unobtainable, but everything else attainable. Yeah, that just... Well, some of those games just randomly flip back online out of nowhere for no good reason. Which is just dumb. Again, I don't know who over there is responsible for flipping game servers on and off, but they're doing a very weird job of it. Not going to say bad, because people like getting these games back online. They're definitely weird. Okay, this thing slides around like a bumper car, which is really weird. But hey, we might as well grab all these kills while we're in here. We've got a few more minutes until we need to save Katie, so might as well get a few extra kills. Yeah, Royal Flush. Theoretically, you could use this method. If you really wanted to, it would be a lot cheaper than the SUV. The SUV costs $2 million, this thing costs $500,000. It is a lot less efficient. There's way fewer zombies in here than there are on the main strip. So there's probably less than 1,000 zombies in here. Yeah, this thing is just sliding around like crazy. Not a great vehicle. But hey, I will take all the kills. I will take the extra kills that we need. I'm going to hold on to that last quick step for later. Yeah, Ubisoft is very weird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make another spiked bat. It might not be a bad idea to make a few more painkillers. I don't think we're going to need them, but just in case. Good, we're finally going to have missions stop popping up.
How's Katie doing?
Don't worry, I'm coming to get her. Coming to help her. Glad they brought the servers back, since that game is a piece of cake on PS3 compared to PS4. London studios closing down, announced by Jim Ryan. Oh, they made... So they made... I remember Erica, I don't know what the other one is. Alright, give Katie her Zombirex. That's the last time we have to give Katie Zombirex. Alright, next case occurs at 9 a.m. Save and continue. So we have just a little bit of time to run back out and grab some more kills. Well, we actually have until 10 a.m. You have until 10 a.m., so we have like 2.5 hours pretty much to get a few more kills. We should be able to get up to like 69,000 after this. And then we'll only have... Yeah, we got almost 2 hours, so... We should easily get to 69,000. That's just 2 more cycles around the map. What new message? Oh, Family Feud? Thought I already had that one. But yeah, once that happens, the only remaining missions that you have that aren't story-related are Tape It or Die Part 2 if you did Part 1, which of course we didn't do Part 1, so we don't have to worry about Part 2 popping up. Might as well get a few extra kills with the machine gun, of course. Might as well. Name of the zombie game made by Ubisoft with Nintendo Wii graphics. Was it Zombie, or was that someone else? So I feel like that actually was on the Wii, I believe. Or the Wii U or something. I will take the sniper rifle with me. I don't know if it's going to be of any real use, though. Get a few kills with it, but... I was initially thinking about getting my last zombie kill with the anti-material rifle, but I think we have a better item in our inventory for that final kill. Do AC3 on the PS3 as well, but rather just do the PS4 version. Oh yeah, fair enough. Alright. Ooh, that took quite a while to get here, so... Really not going to have a whole lot of time to grind out kills, so we might only get to like 68,000 or something, 68,500. That's fine though. Again, we're going to get an extra 12 hours from the fireballing. 19 hours, I'm sorry, we get 19 hours. We're not even going to need to save TK. We're going to be perfectly fine without saving TK. So yeah, this strategy gives you so much extra time. Zombie, okay, so it is that. Yeah, this thing gives you so much extra time, this method. It might not seem like a good idea, but it gives you so much more time. Much safer method.
Giddy up.
Alright, yeah, let's get it up to like 68,500, maybe 69,000. And then just get the last few kills afterwards. On PlayStation, kind of want to platinum it. Isn't it like permadeath, though? Doesn't it have a permadeath feature to it? Alright, the sniper, I'm hoping, is going to despawn once the military gets here. I think he does. I'm gonna hope that he does, because then we don't have to worry about him anymore. Because that's just a big issue when you're dealing with the super zombies in Case 6. To have someone that can shoot and knock you down. Stun you. Big group right there, as always. And get that group. And another group. Wish there was more interesting things to say about this. Again, it is just a massive grind. Again, it's a pointless grind. It didn't need to be 72,000. Hell, it easily could have been 69,000. That also would have made sense. 69,069 kills or something. I could have seen that being a thing as well. So there were several other numbers they could have picked. I guess they just picked 72 because it's the number of hours in the game, but still. Last week, DSP was raging hard in Tekken. He was yelling and slamming his controller. Oh, that's great. And I've broken several controllers in my gaming life. Oh man, One Hit Wonder extends into military time? That's surprising. Well, that one ended before it. Guess not. Okay, drive this circle a few times. Alright, yeah, we can get to 69,000, I think. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, we still got like half an hour until they arrive, and you have until 10 o'clock to get back. Okay, so go back up here. Kind of, but you come back as a new character. Yeah, but I'm assuming you, like, lose all your stuff, so it would feel like a permadeath. Alright, let's drive a couple of circles around here. Pick off all the easy zombies. Run back to the center and save. But you know, the one... Looking on a conversation we were talking about earlier, the one game that I was hoping we were going to be getting at some point soon, that I literally haven't heard a word about at this point, for a while now, is the Clock Tower port. It was supposed to come out in the first quarter of 2024, and I haven't even heard any, like, information about it. There's no trophy list or anything for it, none of that. I legitimately haven't heard anything about the game in almost a year, so that's usually not the best sign. Sort of the same thing with Silent Hill 2's remake, how we didn't really hear much about it for a long time. And then they at least, you know, brought it back up in one of those PlayStation showcases, and it's like 2025 now or something, probably, but that's fine. Death Stranding 2. And a lot of people like Death Stranding. I don't feel like it would interest me all that much. I feel like it would get kind of boring, but to each their own. Alright, yeah, we'll get to 69,000, then we will save the game. And then we will head back to meet the military as they get wiped out by all the zombies. The super zombies. And we'll basically be good to go. Need a few thousand more kills at that point. Got one more circle around here, should be good. Alright, let's hit the save spot. Alright, close enough to 69,000. We'll get there with the sports car, so... all good. Save the game. Alright, now I can look at comments again. Heard someone say See Mirage was getting a permadeath trophy, which makes no sense. I know it's a long game to have a permadeath trophy. I'd be very surprised if they had one. Have to find your old self to get what you had back. Gotcha. You've never broken a controller before, and he broke a $300 controller? Good lord. Some are saying that Silent Hill 2 is going to be bad. I mean, I feel like all the hardcore fans of the original are going to have some issues with it. They're going to have an issue with anything being remade. Alright, 3,000 kills to go, folks. So let's just quickly run back to the safe house. The trophy list, remove every online trophy but add in DLC to be part of the platinum. Yeah, Red Dead did that. So yeah, like I said, you actually have until it hits 10 a.m., so you do have a little bit more time than what the game says, so you're not screwed if you don't get back immediately. You have that hour grace period, which is good for doing things like Take It or Die Part 2. You can slide with this thing a little bit, which I guess is what maybe they were intending for you to do. You can't modify the car or anything, just like you can't modify the SUV. Alright, we are 2,900 kills away, so probably 2 more full cycles in the outside and we'll be good to go. Of course, it's going to be a little bit harder with the super zombies, but that's okay. That is A-okay. I got some coffee creamers, I got 1 painkiller and 1 quick step. I don't think we're going to need the quick step, though. We shouldn't. Last of Us did that. Oh, yeah. Some of the other Assassin's Creeds. Yeah, Last of Us doing that. Last of Us, it's Naughty Dog. They always do that with DLCs. Alright, perfect timing.
This whole thing just...
The OG fans are saying the game's going to cater to a casual audience who never played the original. I mean, the part of the problem is that Silent Hill 2, the original, has a few issues with, you know, it's very hard to see anywhere. And I know that that's part of the atmosphere and all, but at the same time, it makes the game, in my opinion, a lot less fun to play when I did play through it like last year or the year before. Oh yeah, we're not going to need to do Case 6-2. Alright, we're good. Let me quit out and close the game real quick just to make sure it doesn't crash on us as we go into the final few kills. We shouldn't need to do this again. Yeah, we are almost there, guys. Be there soon. This will be the rarest platinum I've gotten in a while. Yep, just that one trophy left. So how rare is this platinum? 0.2? I think it's like a 2-something% on PSN profiles, I think. Still had Last of Us on PS5 is just main story and the DLC part of the platinum. No difficulty trophies. Oh yeah, Last of Us Part 1. Like Nightmare Creatures 2. Super dark and very hard to see. Yeah, like, I understand some appeal from that, of course, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to get really annoying. Alright. Let's go get those final 2,900 kills. Let's do it! Last of my coffee. Super zombies. New enemy type. Very annoying. Have to be very careful fighting them, because they can F you up pretty quickly. I didn't actually want that. I wanted the snack. Yes, just eat the snack out of the garbage can. That's a great idea, Chuck. So yeah, Family Feud carries over into the military time, and so does One Hit Wonder, and so does Tape It or Die Part 2, which we of course didn't get. We'll see if the sniper comes back or not. I don't think he will, though. And then there's also those two military guys that show up in the center area. I think they only show up, though, if you keep going with the case files. I don't think they show up normally. Because if they do show up normally, they block off a place where you can save the game, pretty much. They block off the best place to save and reset. Also, the looters all disappear at this point, so no more dealing with them. You know what I was going to do at some point? I was meaning to show you guys what happens if you manage to get yourself, like, downed by the looters. Or if they manage to spray paint you enough. Red Dead 1 PS3 is still obtainable. Yep. Which is a little surprising. Man, he actually stays up there? Wow, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought he disappeared. Probably should have taken a quick step because of that. Yep, if he hits you, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. But the density of zombies has increased a bit, so we should be able to get our kills a little bit faster. So you have to be very careful about the spitter zombies, or super zombies, because they spit on you. And they're quite dangerous. They just combo you over and over again, and they're quite annoying to deal with. Kind of want to save the quick step, though, for when we have to get the SUV a second time and reload it. SUV will work very well against the zombies, though. It won't be a problem. Alright, let's roll! Ooh, yep, that's quite a few zombies. But like I said, there's also now military vehicles all over the place to make it a little harder to drive. I can't believe he stays up there, though. I mean, dude, you're the only one left out of your old redneck group. You're the only one left. So I don't know what you're planning to accomplish by staying up there. And Case 6-2 hasn't started counting down yet, so that's good. Okay, get that group. Yeah, try not to lose speed too much. Wouldn't be surprised if they have a way that they can damage you while you're inside of this thing. Bunch of excuses on why you lost a bunch of times. It was like, everyone using spam tactics, dude. Zoo pets, I remember those things. I don't know if they still make them, though. I believe GTA San Andreas will be the only Rockstar game that'll be obtainable on PS3. Someday it will be. I think it's kind of weird, though, that Bully didn't get a trophy list on PS3. Because it has a PS3 version, it doesn't have trophies for some reason. That would have been kind of cool if you could do it a second time, because that's a really fun Rockstar game that definitely deserved better. Right, get them. It's not really beating up the SUV, which is good. Alright. Get everything down here. The Slice Sickle definitely has some advantages now, though. Except for the fact that you can get knocked off a bit more easily. Whenever GTA 4 and Red Dead 1 will be unattainable, yep. So then it'll leave just that one. Yeah, Bully was on PS3. There was a downloadable version. But yeah, you could play something on the PS3 with it. It just doesn't have trophies, because I specifically remember playing it on the PS3. Alright, drive a circle through here. 70,000. Getting closer. 2,000 kills to go. $1,900 kills to go. Let's not get knocked away from running into something. This is a giant SUV. It shouldn't be happening. Oh, LA Noire, yeah. Kind of forgot about LA Noire, that's even a Rockstar game. I know it's supposed to be a good game, but it's just not one that ever really interested me that much. Okay, we could drive down there, but we're not going to because I have no intention of going to help Rebecca. Let her get eaten by zombies for all I care. She is unimportant. We must just simply run over another 1,700 zombies for our final trophy. Yeah, the 93-hour method makes this a lot easier. And like I said, I do think I could have probably done this in the 72 hours, but what's the point of taking a risk? There isn't a point of taking a risk. Might as well get a sure thing, even if it takes a little bit longer. I still can't believe that sniper's still up there. It's actually really surprising. Oh, maybe one more circle around here. Actually, no, we can go down this way. Everyone forgets LA Noire, yeah. But yeah, surprisingly, there is a version of Bully on the PS3. With no trophies, unfortunately. I'm getting Doom Eternal PS5 version this year. Already did the PS4 version. Doesn't that one have, like, annoying DLC, or is it only the first one that has kind of annoying DLC? Because I know that one of them does, or maybe it's both of them. Okay, get this group. And only 1,400 kills to go, or less than 1,400. Less than 1,300 now. Drive a couple of circles here. Big group right there. This side, at least quite a few there. Lots and lots of zombies. Less than 1,200 to go. Not a whole lot left to kill in the center here, though. Let's see if we can get up to 71,000 before we reset. Yeah, I think we get to 71,000 before we reset. Yep, 71,000. Alright, our last 1,000 kills. Let's do it. DLC is easy for LA Noire, but it has a lot of it. That's good. Alright, let's go to the save spot. Reset the zombies one last time. Grab that platinum. Well, first we gotta make sure it's actually safe to get out. Seriously, sniper hit me? Oh, that's very rude. Okay, save the game. Now we're gonna quit just to reload the zombies one last time, and then we'll be done. Yeah, you don't care about DLC trophies, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, the Doom games never had major interest in them, unfortunately. Just never could really get into it. Oh yeah, every game has tons of DLC now. Has multiplayer trophies. Beat extra life mode with 20 lives at the end of the game. That sounds difficult. Oh crap. Yeah, okay, so let's jump this. Drink this. And let's go. This game feels way too boring. Oh yeah, it's boring. When you start getting to some of the grindy stuff, it gets very boring toward the end. There's just a lot of grindy stuff you have to deal with. Especially the 72,000 zombie kills. And off the record is 100,000. But you can do it in sandbox mode, so there's no risk of failure. Which is kind of nice. That's your trade-off, I guess. Never 100%. Any Resident Evil games. Yes, some of them are pretty difficult. Or at least time-consuming. And not fun. After Operation Raccoon City, yeah. That was not the best experience. Alright, let's roll. Let's get those last few kills. 800 away. $700 kills away. 650. 600. 550. Second to last boss, die a lot to her. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about any of that, unfortunately. Alright, 500, or excuse me, 500 more kills. 450. 400. 350. 300 more kills. Awesome, getting close. Only have Resident Evil 0 along with PS4 versions of 4 and 6, PS5 version of 7, and yeah, I'm not... I mean, Village I know is easier now, at least. With the DLC, makes it easier. And the DLC actually isn't that bad. So once again, the idea of doing that DLC in Resident Evil 7 again just scares me. End of Zoe and Not a Hero, no problem doing those again. Those were fun. Other stuff, no thank you. Or at least just 21 and Evil Must Die mode. Alright, less than 100 kills to go. Let's not get trapped down here and die, please. 50 kills to go. Almost there, everyone. Let's get out. Let's chop that one up with the machine gun. And now, for the ultimate humiliation. Kill with the massager. Or nearly get eaten. Kill with massager. Kill with massager. Come on. Who's gonna be that? Watch me, like, die. Oh. Well, that's not how I wanted that to happen. But you know what? It's okay. Woo! DR2 Trophy Master. We are done. We are done. Alright. We did it. Platinum Trophy. I didn't want the final kill to be a slam like that. I wanted it to be with the massager, but that's okay, because that's just like how the rest of this game went for me, at least with the multiplayer stuff. So, Platinum's complete. Dead Rising 2 is completed on PS4. Both versions done. So, of course, your big grindy trophy here, 72,000 zombies in a single playthrough. Grab the four-wheeler magazine and drive the SUV around in circles for 6 to 7 hours. And do the story missions along the way, because it's way easier. Defeat 10 of the psychopaths, there's like 20 in the game. 1,000 zombies barehanded in a single playthrough. 1,000 with a motorcycle in a single playthrough, but those are both super easy. Every type of firearm, there's like 10 of those. Melee, there's dozens of them, and there's several missable ones. Ranged weapons, quite a few of those. Explosives, only like 6 or 7 of those. Novelties, like not too many of those. Yeah, eventually off the record. Not particularly looking forward to it after how many times this game crashed on me, but off the record won't be as bad as Dead Rising 1, of course. Escort 8 survivors at once. There's several places you can do it. Do I recommend this game? I mean, it's fun, but it's a little broken on the PS4 version, just with all the crashing that it goes through on the PS4 version. Plus, there's multiplayer stuff you have to do. It's got a platinum trophy. Let's start crying because it's not number 800. Yeah, I don't know what's going to be number 800. Because the original game I planned on doing for 800 still doesn't even have a release date. So it might end up being like Star Wars Battlefront or something. We'll figure that out at some point. Save a bunch of survivors. I don't think that has to be done in a single playthrough, but there's like 60 or 70 survivors, so it's pretty easy. Combo weapon and all combo weapons, there's like 50 of those. Reach level 50, of course, is pretty simple because you can restart the game. 10 different pieces of clothing, that's easy, but all pieces of clothing, there's a lot of them, including a few that are basically missable. Complete the facts is the main story. Mix the 9 different types of mixed drinks is easy. All the food types is fairly easy. There's not too terribly many of them. 1,000 special zombies in a single playthrough. Just combine that with the slice sickle is a good way to do it. Give Katie all the gifts. That has to be done in a single playthrough. There's 10 or 11 of those, including a couple that are missable, like Snowflake and the painting. Overtime mode is the extra part of the story. Always do that. All case files in co-op and revive in co-op. Neither one's difficult, but you just have to get a co-op partner that doesn't ghost you after they get their trophy. Spend $6 million is a good bit of money, but you can farm it fairly easily. Hopefully getting a co-op partner for Off the Record won't be as bad. I hope so. When's next stream? It'll be on Thursday for Star Wars Battlefront. Enter all the stores, just walk into them, make it flash up on the screen. 10 zombies with masks is very easy. Just go to a store with a bunch of masks in it and use them on zombies. It's pretty easy. Spray paint all the Zombrex posters. Has to be done in a single playthrough. There's quite a few of those. There's 39 of them or something. The 3 online multiplayer trophies, they aren't particularly hard, but you are going to need a boosting group for it because you can't even start a game without 4 people in it. Paint your bike. Just use paint on it. It's that simple. Collect all the combo cards around the game. There are 50 total. So just do all that. Some of them are found around the world. Some are from killing psychopaths. Some are from leveling up. Some are from rescuing survivors. All that good stuff. Fill all the entries in the notebook. You don't actually have to rescue everyone or kill everyone in a single playthrough. This carries over between playthroughs. Smash 100 zombies with a smash skill move has to be done in a single playthrough, but that's pretty easy. For ones like this and the barehanded, you can just hide in the craps table, and Royal Flush Plaza is a good place to do it. This one, just do it at the Baron von Brathis restaurant in Yucatan. There's all the objects you need in there, like a barrel, a big painting, a small painting, and a mask, or a bucket. Tame Snowflake is, of course, one of the earliest psychopaths you can fight. You have to tame her using stakes, which was very annoying for me on my first playthrough. And then the secret combo card, which is like Nectar plus a Queen or something. So yeah, that is it. 792 platinums, 5,237 golds, 7,447 silvers, 14,326 bronzes, 27,802 total trophies. So, thank you guys for watching. There will eventually be a full-length video for this platinum trophy because I don't really think anyone else has bothered to do it in that format yet. So yeah, that will be a trophy video in the future. The Destroy All Humans one is getting close to being done. And yeah, next stream will be on Thursday with Star Wars Battlefront. So, see you guys then.